Hello, my name is Sarah Pearson, and today I will be presenting on Queen Elizabeth II and how her devotion to serve impacted her leadership. In 1926, when Elizabeth was born, there was no way of knowing that only 25 years later she would become queen. She would also go on to serve as the longest reigning British monarchy in history. When she learned of her future as queen, she made a promise to serve her people and her country for the rest of her life. This devotion to serve was not just a promise to the people, but a deep personal commitment which would impact all aspects of her life and her reign. Looking back, Queen Elizabeth acted as a servant to the people rather than that of a traditional leader. Her duty to serve acted as a vision or strategy for the way she would rule. Her focus was on the needs of the people and the country. It did not matter what her own opinion or beliefs were. What mattered was acting to serve the greater good. It's easy to see why the Queen's reign is oftentimes used as an extreme example of the servant leadership style. Characterized by putting the follower or organization's needs first above those of the leader, this certainly describes Elizabeth's leadership style. It wasn't just the devotion to serve that made her a successful leader. It was her self-awareness of the position she was in and how her actions and reactions influenced those she led. Her position as queen carried very little actual power. The majority of her power lay in her ability to influence and support the people. As queen, she was also required to be apolitical, meaning that she must remain neutral with respect to all political matters. That's not to say that she was not able to support the people, her country, and the causes they believed in. Quite the contrary. The Queen was one of the biggest proponents of charitable work and support. Throughout her life, she supported over 600 different charitable organizations, ranging in size and in mission. This is just one example of how the Queen was committed to supporting and serving the people, while also leading by example. By serving as a role model, she was committed to helping make the world a better place and setting it up for a brighter future. This was also one of the reasons why the Queen had garnered such respect and trust from the people. She was seen as truly living by example, being true to her word, and following through on her commitments. Her ability to lead through change was another reason she was such a trusted leader. Elizabeth not only embraced and accepted change, she typically encouraged it. She reminded people that social change and uncertainty were natural parts of life, and that eventually things would return to some sort of normal. Having been on the throne for over 70 years, she witnessed a fair amount of change, from the technological revolution to war and political conflict, as well as ever-changing social beliefs and cultures. She embodied the belief that it is best not to resist change, but rather to embrace it. In addition to embracing change, she also worked to utilize that change to better serve the people. Looking back on Queen Elizabeth's life and leadership, it's easy to see the many leadership traits she exemplified. Resiliency, adaptability, trust and respect, and responsibility are just a few of the traits that made her not just a good person, but an excellent leader. Ultimately, what made her a successful and impactful leader was not just her use of these skills or the mere fact that she was queen. It was her ability to combine the two together to develop a leadership style in which she remained a consistent force in the people's lives. Through times of celebration and crisis, change and progress, evolution and revolution, Queen Elizabeth remained a steadfast leader that could be relied on, always being present and working to serve the people. Thank you.